Hello and welcome to another episode of Disney Movie Investigation. If it's your first time watching, welcome to the show. In each episode, we take a look at a movie that is featured on Disney+. On this episode, we are taking a look at the third movie of the franchise, Home Alone, when we take a look at Home Alone 3. And stay tuned for our bonus story as we take a look at the Roger Rabbit short Trail Mix-Up. And if you are enjoying these episodes, I do ask that you please hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified with each new video. Now, sit back and enjoy this episode of Disney Movie Investigation. So like I said, today we are covering Home Alone 3. This movie was released on December 12th, 1997. It was directed by Raja Gosnell. The screenplay was written by John Hughes. The production companies were Fox Family Films and Hughes Entertainment, and it was distributed by 20th Century Fox. The budget for this movie was $32 million, and it did a box office return of $79 million. But let's take a look at the production history. So Home Alone 3 was actually pitched at the same time as Home Alone 2, and they were supposed to be filmed back to back. The original plan was to have Macaulay Culkin reprise his role in Home Alone 3 as a teenager. This changed, however, in 1994 as Culkin had taken a break from acting and the script was reworked for a new cast of characters with no ties to the first two films. The movie was filmed in Chicago from December 2nd, 1996 until March 22nd of 1997, and there would be a soundtrack released on December 12th, 1997 featuring various artists that were songs were featured in the film. So in terms of the cast, we have Alex D. Linz, who plays Alex Pruitt, Olga Krupat, who plays Peter Bjorpar, Raya Kinslet, who plays Alice Robbins, Lenny Van Dolen, who plays Burton Jerrigan, David Thornton, who plays Earl Unger, Heveland Morris, who plays Karen Pruitt, Kevin Kleiner, who plays Jack Pruitt, Marion Sidays, who plays Mrs. Hayes, and Scarlett Johansson as Molly Pruitt. In terms of the plot, 4 high-tech industrial spies, Bjorpar, Alice, Jerrigan, and Unger, steal a top-secret microchip, and to fool customs, they hide it in a remote-control toy car. Though a baggage mix-up at the airport, grumpy old Mrs. Hess gets the toy and gives it to her 8-year-old neighbor, Alex. Spies want to get the toy back before their clients get angry and decides to burglarize every house on Alex's street to find the chip. But Alex is prepared for their visit and will make them pay. So in terms of some trivia for the movie, this movie was actually nominated for a Razzie Award for Worst Remake or Sequel, but it would lose to Speed 2 Cruise Control. A tie-in novel was actually written by Todd Streiser and would be released by Scholastic Books. So in terms of recommending this movie, unfortunately, this is one where a lot of people think that the franchise should have stopped at Home Alone 2. I tend to agree. This movie is just kind of like they're hoping that it would be a spark to reignite the franchise. Unfortunately, I just don't think it does that. The characters, the burglars, the international spies, there's no real character connection to them. So it's not really like you have that comedy that you had with Harry and Marv in the first two movies. This one, unfortunately, there's just no character development and it just seems like they're going through the motions. So definitely not one that I would recommend highly. It is a great family film for those with smaller kids, but just definitely not one that is high on my list of go-to watches. So as we take a look at our bonus story, we're going to look at a Roger Rabbit short called Trail Mix-Up. This short was released on March 12th, 1993. It was directed by Barry Cook, and it was written by Rob Minkoff, Barry Cook, Mark Kassler, Patrick A. Ventura, and Bill Kopp. The production companies were Walt Disney Feature Animation and Amblin Entertainment, and it was distributed by Buena Vista Distribution. So this was the third Roger Rabbit short produced by Disney. And the animation was drawn by the Florida studio, and it was composed digitally using the CAP system. Some trivia notes is the short actually features cameos from Mickey Mouse, Tinkerbell, and the Genie from Aladdin. And Jeffrey Katzenberg would actually step in with this one and request that the scene with Jessica Rabbit be cut, but director Barry Cook convinced him to keep it, being that it is a trademark of the Roger Rabbit series. The Mount Rushmore sequence at the end of the at the end of the short was actually filmed using a model explosion at Golden Oak Ranch, which is the Disney Film Studio ranch. And this short was actually released in front of Disney's A Far Off Place. So in terms of the plot of this short, the story follows Roger Rabbit and Baby Herman as they go camping, and trouble begins as Baby Herman wanders off to follow a butterfly, and Roger must keep him safe. So in terms of recommending this short, Roger Rabbit is one of my favorite characters. I think there's a lot of good humor in this one, and this is a throwback to the kind of Looney Tunes type shorts where you have kind of a simple plot, but there's a lot of humor in between. So definitely recommend it. It is available on Disney Plus as well. So thank you so much for joining us here on another episode of Disney Movie Investigation. I would invite anyone to please leave a comment below on what they thought of Home Alone 3, as well as if you have any memories of the Roger Rabbit shorts, I would love for you to leave them a comment below. So as we look forward to our next episode, we're going to be taking a look at a true life story as we take a look at Calendar Girls. So until next time, I hope you have a magical day, and we will see you real soon.